Good morning. It's that time of the morning again. I'm just waiting for my co-host this morning. She hasn't got any coffee yet, so she decided to go and make some coffee there quickly. And yep, here she is back.
Good morning.
Please have a seat, my dear.
If I can just
The,
get to my
the
chair.
chair's big. I'm not fat. Please. All right. Are you in the picture?
Yes.
What are you so hot?
I-
Huh? This morning, let me just tell you what this morning's all about. It's all about things we had in New Zealand or stuff or people or
in New
whatever.
Zealand.
I mean, sorry, in South Africa, and that we don't have in New Zealand.
Yes, and how to cope with
And
it.
how to cope with
Do
that.
you
Okay.
cope without
You got to
it?
sit so that you're part of the screen, not part
I
of
am so
the
hot.
neighbor's screen. So, all right. First thing that came up with, and I think probably the normal thing that everybody is complaining about is the cheaper, how can I say, help in the house that we had in South Africa.
Yes, if you really think of it now, it was actually a um.
That was a rip-off, by the way.
Yes, actually, it was not right.
You can have the same type of help down this side. You're just going to pay what it's worth.
Yes, they
Mm.
charge between $35 and $50 an hour
Yep.
to clean your house. And in New Zealand, they only do sitting stuff. So they'll vacuum and they'll clean the kitchen and the bathroom, but they don't wash the windows.
You can sit a bit closer to me. It looks like I'm sidelining. No, no, put your chair nearer. So,
Um,
yeah,
so
they don't wash
they
certain
don't
areas.
iron, they don't do your washing. So it's just the basic stuff
Yeah,
that
and
we
they
do.
only come in for an hour or two and then they're gone again. So,
Mm. Yes, so we were very spoiled in South
and then
Africa.
the other thing that I think most of the guys miss is somebody that can wash their car and
Mm.
do the garden and the. I mean, even garden services down in South Africa was way cheaper than it is down here.
Yeah. We've got garden service because we've got quite a big lawn.
I've got a massive lawn. I've got 1,600 square meters of lawn.
So yes, we've got someone to cut the
Yeah.
grass, but you can do it all yourself. I can honestly say that since we set foot in New Zealand, I've never ever thought, oh, I miss my bediende. Never ever.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
And I got to give it to you. I got to give it to you. Being quite honest on that part. You do keep the house in good shape. So, especially when I say there's people coming over tonight, then.
it's a big joke in New Zealand.
So, guys, if you want to have your house clean, I do charge $15 per time to call your wife to say I'm over tonight. So,
Yeah. But so you get used to it very quickly. And the thing is, when you immigrate, and this is not only coming to New
yeah,
Zealand. South Africa is actually um, one of the few countries that do have people that can clean your house for you.
especially at the dirt cheap rate.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So I knew when I came to New Zealand that there was not going to be
Mm.
anyone to help me, and I can honestly say it. If you set your mind to it, you can. I give myself 2.5 hours,
And it's
and
clean.
I clean the
Yeah,
whole
and it's
house.
clean.
Yes.
And the other thing is, while you're moving through the house, I mean, you've got a plate that you're eating out. Just take it back to the sink. As easy as that.
Mm.
I know I'll leave. Sometimes I leave my coffee cup where I was last night, but this morning earlier I took my cups and I put it away. It's just
I
normal now.
read something on Facebook
You
yesterday,
should not
and
leave
it
everything on
said,
Facebook.
raise your boys in a way that doing chores is part of their daily living. It's not something that you. Um,
Yeah, but I want to actually get away from that thing. It's a chore.
it's just something you have to do.
If you eat in the sitting room like we do,
Living
or
room.
living room, or in front of the television, or wherever you eat with your plate of food,
Mm.
and you chuck it down on and you leave it there, that's just bad habits. I mean,
Sorry.
I don't know if you got COVID again. All right, I think people should start telling us what they miss in South Africa.
I know a lot of ladies will say they miss Woolworths. Have you heard that Countdown is going to change its name in the next few months back to Woolworths?
It was Woolworths.
Yes,
Not
it's going
just
to
a
be
Countdown.
Woolworths again. But don't think it's the same as the
No,
Woolworths in
it
South
is.
Africa.
It is. It's going to be revert back to. Remember, South Africa Woolworths is part of the Woolworths from Australia.
Oh,
And Countdown is part of that Woolworths chain.
okay. So there's
So-
millions and millions of dollars set aside to change all the shops. So that's a good thing coming.
Okay.
So a lot of ladies will say that they miss Woolworths. I can't say that I really miss it. It's convenient to have chopped up veggies and stuff, but I mean, I learned how to chop a pumpkin in like a minute.
And she still complains about it.
You can do it. It's hard work, but you can do it.
Yeah.
So yes, that's two of the things, and then probably someone to fill up your car.
That's probably one thing that people immediately miss, but you get used to that.
Yes, it's actually an adventure.
The nice thing about that is, for me, when I fill up my own car, I see that I don't spill fuel all over the side of my car. So I try and keep my car as clean as possible down there, because eventually I got to wash it again.
And you know what?
I don't miss it.
No, it's not something that you really
even if
miss.
it's a crap day, and with Gull, I hope somebody from Gull listens. Please put some roofs on your bloody stuff.
And for the ladies, I think you do good to fill up your own car.
Let's get happy to do it.
Wear your glasses, put on your best dress, and just do it.
Just do it. Yeah. So let's see what this is. This is somebody. Somebody's saying they missed the petrol attendants as well. Yeah.
It is convenient, especially when it's raining. So I kind of seek the ones that you kind of have some sort of shelter.
And something about this as well. Okay. The petrol attendants normally check your water, and they check your tires as well.
That is something that I really miss.
I was in Kaitaia the other day. I could not find one petrol station which had the end of that nozzle to check my tires.
Yeah.
And we were doing beach driving down there.
Yeah.
So
you know what? I'm neglecting that. I don't check my water. I don't check my tires.
I mean, your car's a smart car, so it tells you if the tire's a problem. Then you tell me the tire's a problem, and then the problem is solved.
Yeah, but when do you check for water and oil and all that kind of stuff?
There's a red light coming on.
Oh, okay.
So that comes and you got to stop.
I normally just say, please check my tires.
Oh, yeah. There's a good one. There's a good one. Shireen Steenberg saying, I miss a good car wash inside and outside at a really cheap price. I've had my car washed the other day, and that was at $350. But
okay, now that was a really good clean.
That was a very good clean. But let's be honest,
expensive.
It's a hell of a lot of money. So
in New Zealand, you get these car wash stations where you can go. It's like a car wash in South Africa, but you do it all yourself. So you put in money. I've never used it, but I know you put in money, and then you've got
it costs something like
the foam.
In total about $8. That's what they tell me. Yeah.
And I'm supposed to get a certain time that you have to finish it.
Oh yeah, you can spray for a few minutes. You can spray foam, and then you can spray that and so on.
So you can do it. I'm not sure what it costs. But yes, that is certainly something that
Ilse Dreyer. Sorry, Ilse. Sorry, I miss dropping off my car at the car wash. That's a fact. Do you know what I miss more?
What?
Somebody that comes to the robot and washes my windscreen.
Oh!
The other day, let me tell you this. The other day, it was on Facebook Live. Somebody went live on Facebook, and they had this guy at the robots washing car.
In New Zealand.
In New Zealand. Oh, wait. There's more. Okay. It was the police. They were washing the cars.
Okay.
So they can see inside the car if you're on your cell phone or not. And they've other cops around the corner that was waiting for you. So this guy went live and just outed them and said, "Hey, this is not on." They actually wanted to arrest him.
Okay.
Yep. So that was quite interesting.
Someone is missing her Joyce.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of, and sadly, there are quite a few ladies. I've heard of quite a few ladies that come to New Zealand and they just can't adapt to the fact that they don't have someone to help them in the house. And so many of them are so negative about it that they end up going back to South Africa, which is really sad.
It is sad. The one thing I got to say, your domestic worker, if you treat her right in your house, they become like part of the family.
Yep. So you miss them if they became part of you, not only to clean your house, but as a family member.
And I mean, that was the first person you actually saw in the morning.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And they tell you all these stories, and so they do become very close to you.
I just miss a groen sterry stampie. Just somebody saying they've got robot car washes in Hamilton. Okay. I've seen a few of those, and I've seen the police actually scooping down on them. So
okay.
Somebody's saying they miss a nice plastic shop.
We have got one in Tauranga,
Yeah.
but they are not as cheap as they are in South Africa.
They're not as cheap as they are in South Africa,
Yes.
but these guys have got, what's the Payless?
Payless is in
Payless,
this,
yeah.
You can get, they've got a lot of stuff.
And guys, they've got an online store as
Oh, do
well. They do,
okay.
yeah. And it's run by 2 South Africans, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
And the thing is, you basically can get anything you want there.
Not only plastic stuff.
Not only plastic stuff.
Something of everything.
Yeah. And I think if you really can't find something from them, give them a call. Speak to a guy called Yanni down there, and he will probably be able to find something for you. I know they don't carry the whole range because it's useless stuff sitting on the shelf sometimes. So.
Yes, but was it Plastics for Africa or something? Was it in South Africa?
I think it was something like that.
You used to get plastic toys, and we went there quite a lot. It is some. I don't really miss it, but it is something that.
Something that New Zealand hasn't got.
Yes.
That South Africa's got in abundance. In abundance. Okay.
I'm scared.
Car guards. Car guards, my friend. Your car is the safest place is in South Africa because this car guard will look after your car.
If you tell someone in New Zealand that you had a car guard and you explain to them what they were there for, they just can't get it. I still can't get it. I still can't get it.
I mean, they were there to get...
They were responsible for most of my almost accidents that I had in South Africa. Yeah. So no, I really don't miss them.
I just want to go back to this one.
Oh, that one.
Ilse Dreyer is this morning scratching where I don't have an itch because she's missing mangoes. You know what I miss, Ilse?
What?
Lychees. Yes, sir. Yes. I will probably pay $200 a kg for lychees.
Oh my word, the lychees here are so... You pay $45,
if you can get them.
$48
but you can't get
a
them.
kilo. If I see them, I buy 6. 3 for him, 3 for me. And I put it so far back in the fridge that no one else can see it. So we eat them by a scallum.
Trevor Hall saying he misses lekker slap chips and the millie for a braai. You do get millies down here, and you can buy them yourself.
Yeah.
The slap chips thing is still debatable. We're trying to get the locals to do the same way that we had in South Africa. They don't get it.
And you know what? I can't do it myself. I really struggle. I don't get it. So if someone knows how to do it, please let me know. I don't know. Do you have to put on the vinegar and then close it in paper?
I've got an idea. It may sound gross this morning. I think it's because the oil was so old. Or probably it wasn't even oil. So someone just saying, I miss Spur and Ocean Basket. We had this chat yesterday with somebody regarding the Spur that was here. And he also said he went once and never again.
It is actually something that could have really worked.
Yeah, but it was badly run, point one.
It was kind of dirty.
Totally overpriced. It was dirty. Ocean Basket could probably work.
Yeah.
We've been back in September to Ocean Basket. And I can say I was totally disgusted.
You know what? Even though you get all those lovely seafood and whatever, I think the quality of the food in New Zealand is higher.
Because from the prawn all the way to whatever else you're eating on that place tastes exactly the same.
Yeah. So I really think, and it's nothing against South Africa, but the quality of the food that you get in a restaurant in New Zealand is different.
There's just somebody missing a good roadhouse, guys. Yeah.
When last
did we have a roadhouse?
No,
about 10, 12 years ago.
Oh, steer chips. Yes, Ilse. Steer chips was the best. I've got steer chip
it's got shakers,
seasoning. Yeah.
So this is another one. This is another one. Big watermelons. You get these, what they call rock. Is it water?
No, it's watermelons. But they're not. But you know what? For our family, I actually like the smaller one because we can't finish a whole big one like that.
Yeah.
But it is true in South Africa, you've got those. And I know, you pay a lot of money for a small watermelon.
It is.
Some, when they're really in season, they're not that expensive. We can buy them. You can buy them. There are stalls down the road and stuff where you can buy them. But if you buy them
off the back of a ute and so on,
they are quite expensive.
And you pay per kg here for watermelon.
Yes, so I thought the one time it was like, I think it was $11 or something. So I took it, and when I got to the cashier, she said, you know that it's $11 a kilo. So I was no, I just put it back. So it is quite expensive.
When we were just before we left South Africa, it was 2017. I think we were in Kimberley. And that's watermelon capital for me.
We paid 90
100 rand
for
a watermelon.
Yeah.
And that was in 2017. Yeah. It was. I thought at that stage, I thought it was a bit expensive. So I don't know what watermelons cost in South Africa, so I can't tell you.
The watermelons and the spanspek, they call a rock melon in New Zealand.
Oh yeah, total different
They are really expensive. So I just buy them if I really, as ek nie meer my lys kan hou nie.
Yeah.
Then I buy them.
What else do you miss? What I don't see often enough. I don't see colored people often enough. Also, I like somebody just saying to me, "Jy moet hoor." That, you see. We're coming from Cape Town. I mean, that was part of our lingo down there. We just had a discussion the other night about what certain stuff on the roads we miss and so on.
The Cape Town vibe.
The vibe, yeah.
You miss, yeah. I was just thinking of something, and then
This is also something for the first year. This worried me. Somebody struggling to live without the fact that they've got to carry a firearm every day. Okay.
You still feel kind of
You feel naked. You feel physically naked for the first year.
Isn't it sad?
Well, that's the way we dressed in South Africa. That's the way I went to bed in South Africa. That's the way my whole day was planned around wear my firearm because I had to dress up very decently, blah, 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 and so forth.
Yeah,
here's something as well. This you don't get often. South African humor. South African humor. So, yeah.
That's why it is important to have some South African friends. I know some people say they don't want to mingle with the South Africans. They left South Africa. You get funny people. But it is important to just stay in touch with
somebody just who understands why I'm laughing about
this.
Who doesn't think I'm either racist, crazy in the head,
or
I lost the plot.
Some kind of sarcastic comment that they don't think I'm really, I don't know. Miss the smelling of rain and heat.
That's from Garth Lisa Finter.
The smelling of the rain. Sunshine. And you know what I miss? The smell of the ocean.
Yep.
The ocean in New Zealand doesn't smell like the one in South Africa.
No, but I think the main reason is because the wave action is not that big. I think that's
sometimes I get a glimpse of that smell, but it's never that.
Yeah, but it's when there's storms out there.
Okay. Yeah. So then I'll say, you smell the ocean, but you don't get that a lot. So I really miss that.
I wonder the other way as well. Now thinking of that, what's this water plants that seaweed kelp?
Yes.
There's not tons of kelp down here. Remember, South Africa's got tons of kelp. That could also probably give
I don't know, but it's that fresh smell of the ocean.
The kelp, the water, the salt.
So that is something that I do miss.
Yeah, Garth Lisa Finter, we also missed the rain and the sunshine this year. The rain, or the heat and the sunshine. This year we had the rain in the place of the heat and the sunshine. New Zealand didn't have a. What you looking at?
I'm looking at the sunrise. It's beautiful.
Oh, okay. So this year New Zealand didn't have a real summer. We had a lot of rain. So yeah, that's something that I think a lot of people miss. It's something that you got used to in South Africa. So presumably they say Australia's got a bit of more heat, but they also say Australia's got a lot of. It was very hot. Talking about hot, I've got a friend that I met when we went to Ireland, although I haven't met her physically. She's moved to Malta. And she posted this morning the temperature in Malta while on her patio, which is in the shade, at 3:15 in the afternoon was 55.5 degrees Celsius. Get that in your head. That is hotter than Uppington.
Yeah, that is a true one. Spices.
Somebody missing spices. Yep.
The spices that you get in New Zealand are not very. I don't know. They don't have much taste, and you don't get a big variety. They've got a very limited variety.
I want to say something.
Yes.
I think the amount of spices that we use in New Zealand is too little.
I also think so.
I think we should use way more.
But you know what? You don't really want to because it's not really good, the stuff that's in there. But if you, for instance, make a curry with New Zealand curry,
Mm.
you'll use half a pot of curry.
Yeah, this is a interesting one coming from a nice Smith. The taste of SA meat, it tastes like liver here without a good marinade.
I hear a lot of people complaining about the meat, but for
In the
me,
beginning,
it wasn't. I didn't even.
it tasted different.
I can't say that it bothered me at all.
No, I'm not saying it bothered me.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it tasted different for me.
Mm.
Then I tried to find out why.
Mm.
And presumably, the fact here is the stuff that they inject into the animals here is not allowed. The same stuff that they inject in South Africa, the growth hormones, those type of things, is not allowed in New Zealand.
Okay. And I think that it's probably they eat different grass.
Yeah, and the thing
different
is,
stuff.
Whatever your cows eat in New Zealand is wet.
Mm.
In South Africa, they eat a lot of dry grass. Even your sheep eat a lot of dry grass. We do not have dry grass down here. So
I don't have a problem with the taste of the meat. Yeah.
Yeah. What I can say is that chicken and pork taste way better here than in South Africa.
I don't like New Zealand chicken.
Why not?
I don't know.
Do you like the South African one?
More than the New Zealand. I don't like chicken actually that much, but the New Zealand chicken, I don't know. It's like it's a firmer kind of meat.
It's not injected with water.
I know, but I don't like it. You can never cook it like it. Then that makes it really soft. If you stir fry it, it's really always kind of a hard piece of meat.
Yeah.
So I don't.
No, I've seen that it doesn't get soft when you do stir fry thing. But those bochies we had.
Yes.
That was
the drumsticks.
Yeah, that was delicious.
Yeah, and the niblets. I love
this is how you know somebody's a real South African. They complain about this proper medicine.
Yeah, I think we got used to that now.
But still, when you really need it, like the other day when I really needed just an inhaler. I didn't even need anything that was on any danger list or anything. I just needed an inhaler. After COVID, I struggled a bit with my lungs.
Yes.
And that day was extremely bad. So I popped into the local pharmacy.
Not allowed.
The pharmacist nearly got a heart attack because I dared ask for something like this. So, yeah.
We've been through, I don't know, this year has not been good health-wise for the Viljoen family. And I say we managed with the stuff that we get here. We had some ACC still from South Africa, but I really can't say that it made any difference to the way that I was feeling. I made a little cocktail of all kind of stuff that I threw together.
And the cough medicine?
Look at that. A grandpa.
1, 2, 3, 4.
People, what's wrong with you?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I never liked grandpas. I can't do that powder in my mouth.
The powder was a bit too much,
yeah.
So, but I know a lot of South Africans had the grandpa for like a daily thing. Yeah. Then somebody's saying the salt is not as salty.
No, it's not. It's not a bad thing.
I actually watched something on that last night on YouTube. Somebody also saying that you need to use more salt on it. And we actually, how can I say, we went down on the amount of salt we use.
We don't use a lot.
We don't use, but presumably we should use a bit more. As a more, and this is quite weird now. There's a lot of trace minerals in salt that we don't get because we use less.
Yes, I know.
Okay, there's another one coming down this side from Madeleine and Viljoen saying, when we just moved to New Zealand, my kids thought there was something wrong with the eggs. They ask, why is the yolk so yellow?
Yeah, it's not. There's niet so fault in South Africa. South African eggs are really.
You're the egg eater. Is it better or
I love the eggs. I love
better here than there.
Can't really say that.
Okay.
Can't really remember what a South African egg tastes like.
It's been a while.
Yeah, no, the eggs are good.
Yeah.
The eggs are good.
So if there's any entrepreneurs out there, whoever brings in the next container full of grandpas will make a killing.
Definitely.
I know the smokers miss cheap cigarettes. I've been told a lot about the cheap cigarettes in South Africa.
But you'll have to learn to cope without it because New Zealand's going to be smoke free
within the next few years. They're really clamping down even on vaping. So
someone's missing the South African alarm clock, Adidas.
Oh yeah, okay.
I walked in the shop the other day and someone had a Adidas sound on his
On his
phone.
phone, yeah.
And it was so, oh my word, I was just like, must be South African. But that is true.
Just hang on a minute there. There's something coming from Tertia Jacobs. Only Celtic Salt, not normal salt. Oh, Celtic Salt. Okay.
Okay, that's good to know.
Derek Winter saying braaivleishout. Yeah, we all struggle with the braaivleishout down here. It's extremely expensive, and the problem is what the normal Kiwi reckons is good wood is normal stuff that they chuck into the ovens to burn.
Okay.
And it's not
braai
out. No. So you need something like Manuka, which is I think that's $200 a half a ute or something like that. So it's quite expensive.
There's something that we talked about the other day around the table with a few friends. Miss proper school sports days.
Yeah.
People on the pavilion with the worsbroodjies and the pannekoek. The whole vibe around school sports.
Yeah.
You don't
have it here.
You don't get it here. They don't have schools. They have school sport
you
days.
You got to actually read the first part of what God Lisa Fenter said there.
Kids ride on the back of a bakkie.
So miss the kids riding on the back of a bakkie.
Are you still allowed to do that in South Africa?
Oh yeah, that's a normal transport thing there.
Probably when you're on a farm. I don't think you're allowed to do it on an open road, are you?
I can't see why not.
No,
if anybody stops you, 200 rand will set that right. I mean,
but yes, growing up that was quite.
Yeah, growing up that was something, and I mean, I can't think of any of our kids that ever got hurt on the back of a bakkie. For the Kiwis listening this morning, bakkie is a ute.
Hubby miss hunting.
Yep.
I hear that there are quite a few guys here that go on hunting trips.
The whole thing between hunting here and there is the amount of stuff you can kill there versus what you can shoot here. Then the other thing is about here you got to work like crazy. You got to walk very, very far and probably not even shoot a single shot for the day.
Okay, so it's more about the adventure.
In South Africa, you can get on the back of a ute or a bakkie and drive into the veld and kill a kudu and upload it and bring it back and so forth. Not here.
Yeah.
So here they shoot deer, they shoot that goat, and I know somewhere in the South Island you can even hunt cows, wild cows. So, we saw. What did we see the other day next to the road? This was an absolute wow moment for me.
What was it?
Water buffalo.
I was just going to say it looked like a buffalo.
The buffalo was standing right next to the side of the road, eating grass through
really something.
I looked and I looked again. I said, "Guys, did you see that?" So yeah.
Someone missing biltong met die lekker geel vet. Ooh, not good for the cholesterol.
That's one of those things.
Kaalvoet en pietiebroek in 'n winkel loop. You can walk kaalvoet with a pietiebroek in 'n winkel here.
Oh yeah, they do that. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You can just go to Kmart. Even after 6 in the afternoons, they do go there with the nightgowns and stuff.
You can do whatever you want in New Zealand.
Yeah. The other day I was at the local fish and chip shop, and one of the local people down there popped in there in a very, I would say, rather revealing type of
pajamas.
Yeah. I just thought, okay.
Sometimes we just look at each other.
Yeah. No shoes on.
Yeah.
And it was bloody cold, to be quite frank about that. So
I miss my mom, my son, and my family.
Yeah.
That is the one thing that
It's one thing that you had in South Africa and you probably won't.
I've got a friend that just posted on Facebook this morning. Her daughter had a baby, Renee Viljoen, and she's in South Africa at the moment. I was just thinking, oh my word, it's going to be so hard for her to come back.
This is something, this is written in Afrikaans, but it says there, with all this gorgeous that we have, and there's no monkeys in here. This is also something that I struggle to understand about New Zealand, why there's no monkeys. I mean, you get these monkeys everywhere in the world, except here.
Yeah, it is kind of
not
strange.
even a small one or one that is extinct. There was never monkeys down here.
It is kind of strange. Alida mis haar riviervakansiehuis.
River holidays and horses.
Sê vir Ben, hy moet vir jou een koop.
Yep. Somebody says, after all, there's a lot of stuff that they miss, but they are happy and they are content with the move they make. Yeah, and I know, guys, and we can go on for the whole morning saying about what we miss in South Africa that's not here and so forth.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you got to live here and you got to be content with where you are in your life.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was a wrong move if
Yeah.
you can't be happy. So
If you can think back of the stuff that you had in South Africa with a good attitude, not with a longing for it.
yeah.
And you're allowed to miss stuff and you're allowed to talk
Oh
about
yeah,
it
yeah,
and
yeah.
voice it. Some people think you're not allowed to say that you miss something.
And
It's just
even
normal.
I sometimes miss stuff that I saw in different countries where we just traveled through and haven't even lived.
Mm.
There's some stuff that I think tonight I would love that. A nice gelato with the Italian sunset or something like that. I mean,
It's not exactly the
but I'm not going to
same.
have. I'm not going to have it here.
Yes.
I must be content with the fact that I'm not going to have it here or have it back in South Africa. So
Yeah.
I really miss a double kitchen sink. This is the first. This is the first. I never met anybody who misses a double kitchen
But
sink.
it is true.
And I do understand. I do understand the logic
Yeah.
behind. I do fully understand
Yeah.
the logic behind this. But yeah,
Yeah, especially now that you have to do your own dishes.
you can send me a PM. I'll post you a few pictures later. and it is nice to have. This is a small. It's a small thing, but it is nice to have.
Yeah.
So the day that you buy your own house, you can put in a double kitchen sink.
Yeah,
if you
and
really
one
want
thing
to.
that you don't get in New Zealand, in South Africa, you used to have a separate wash-up area in your kitchen.
Oh yeah.
You don't have that
No.
in New Zealand. So
Things
your
is a
kitchen
bit more
always,
compact. Down
yes,
here.
it's small. Yeah, the layout is different.
And we
It's
don't have that big
nice.
houses there.
Yeah, but even the big houses don't have that.
It is.
It is just funny.
But what I
Yeah.
like here, what I don't know if the South African houses had that because our house didn't have that in South Africa. Is that what they call the Butlers pantry?
Oh yes.
Where we've got this extra part that can close down where all you I like all the electric stuff to be open. She doesn't like that. She puts everything away every time. I like it to be open.
Yeah,
You
but
want to
we
walk in
don't
and
have
toast.
that.
I know we don't have it. But I would love to have something like that.
Yes,
Where everything is
true.
just there.
Everything is just ready.
You
for
walk
to
in, you
use.
put your things in the toast and you just go.
You don't want to put it on your kitchen.
No. All right, guys and girls, it's time for us to say we have to go to work.
Yeah.
And yep, that's that. So whatever you miss, be content.
Oh, can I say something quickly?
Oh, you can.
We are going camping this weekend for the first time in our new caravan, and we are also going to start a channel where we will
review is the
review the campsites in New Zealand. So and from a woman's perspective, I will be doing the bathrooms and everything because I'm quite fussy. I love camping, but I am fussy. So we're going to start doing that. So this weekend we're going to Waihi Beach, top 10. So that will be the first one that we do, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, the other thing is we're in the process basically of planning a massive, a very big camping weekend for South Africans. Especially the guys that can't normally go out with us on our 4x4 trips and so. We want them to come camping with us on the normal cars and so forth. So the date is still to be announced, and the area as well. We're just looking for an area which is suitable for us for braais and those type of things like we normally do. And but that will follow soon. Within the next 2 weeks, we'll have a final.
Have a little expedition somewhere and just
you bring your normal car and you bring your normal caravan or camping stuff, whatever you want to do.
And it's not going to be only camping. We'll do an area where there's lots of stuff to see and do. So give you a chance to explore a part of New Zealand that you maybe haven't seen.
The area we're looking at currently is an area where I know not a lot of you have ever been. So and we know the area rather well, and I think it will be good fun. But more about that later. Okay. All right, we've got to say goodbye. I know that people want to go and work, and somebody's saying they're going to bed now. Is it from about saying to bed now?
This is probably
in South Africa. All right, enjoy your sleep and be safe. To those going to work, enjoy it, guys. It's not a bad day out there.
All
right, see you all. Bye.